Hey, it's time once again for some more Blood Bowl with high sodium content in the Twitch Blood Bowl League. Today we are seeing the Goblins hit the field again against a slightly unusual Undead team. This time I am giving away a huge pile of inducements, but at least it's my stadium. So the team I'm facing, who are going to have a massive pile of 360 petty cash, is a rather unusual Undead team. As you can see, a lot of skeletons. Fairly hefty roster. They've only played one match, only one mummy. Now, I think it's a fairly new player playing this, Conundra, because they've got lots of cheerleaders, they've got coach assistants, they've bought a large amount of fan fact to start with, which is very much not standard. It makes me think maybe either they're more familiar with an older edition of Blood Bowl, where starting with a large amount of fan factor was more important for getting the cash rolling, or they're just more or less completely new. An Undead team without two mummies in it to start with is very, very unusual because they're just so good, although he does have a large amount of players on the pitch as a result. Yeah, as expected, the Wizard. It's not nice to have to face such a massive set of inducements as Goblins, of all things, but at least he has only got one mummy. Now, he hasn't spent all of his petty cash. He's got two babes and the Wizard, but he's not spent 110 of his petty cash, which surprises me. Not even taking a free reroll or something. So I'm not going to complain, but that is the sign of a new player, or a very, very, very good player who's decided to take it easy on me for some reason. I suspect it's a new player. Okay, so I do like the turban, the skeleton with the turban, that's pretty cool. Okay, my opponent is choosing whether to attack or defend. This will be interesting. We're supposed to be choosing whether to attack or defend. I guess we'll see whether he's just letting it run out or not sure. What's going on? I hope I haven't had like a disconnection or something. I'm just going to check one of my Discord windows. It all seems to still be working. Okay. My opponent has decided to play in defence, or it's just randomised him like that. So he's going to be placing his players down. So I'm going to be keeping the Bombardier. Ooh, do I put the Bombardier on the pitch? I might do, actually. I'm not sure. I'll see what he does, really. If he sets up some nice bombing avenues. Wide flanks, interesting. Okay. Exciting. Right, can I get in and chainsaw a ghoul is really the big question. Oh, okay, so he hasn't really set this up for a good bomb, although actually a good bomb like that might work. So let's have a look. To start with, we want you there. get at here. The other option is to hit a... Pardon me, is to go to hit a white with the chainsaw. Also a reasonably good target. Okay, let's see how this goes. And that is less than ideal. Makes very glad I put that where I did. Still, it might lure him into making some people vulnerable. Yeah, I'm very glad I didn't make the chainsaw available there. Now I'm out of range of the mummy hitting anything, thankfully. So that's a small mercy. Oh, interesting. Is he just going to move up and mark? That'll be an interesting move. Might mean I end up having to chainsaw the bleeding skeletons at this rate. Okay, he's moving up this way with a skeleton of all things. Exciting. Clear pals works out for him. Why? Okay. Armor break. He hasn't moved up, which is kind of exciting. Has opened up the chainsaw to be vulnerable, but nothing he can do about that this turn, especially if he's not willing to move up and engage him. And if he's not, well, the chainsaw's just going to run away anyway. Oh, interesting. That's blocked me in there fairly effectively. Not too concerned about that right now. But he could steal an early win if he's clever. Gonna have to pull some stuff back. I'll need to probably pull this diving tackle guy back onto the ball. Okay. Not ideal. But do what I have to. Okay, let's see what happens. Don't screw him in out. Unfortunately, I'll have to go for it. There we go. He's good. He's good. Whew. Whew. That's the reroll gone. This is risky. Christ on a bike. No rerolls for this turn, only. Okay, now. Do I move up here and chainsaw this guy? I think I consider doing so. No real effect. That's quite embarrassing. He's got the ball. Okay, that should just about hold things together for me this turn. The chainsaw has not ended up in a good position there. The only benefit is he's got guards on both sides. But the two stuns that that was the. Oh, maybe it was just one stun. Was it two stuns? One stun? I'm not sure. Oh, in he comes. Exciting. And with an assist, so this is presumably getting him 2 dice. And that will help him a lot. He's hit him. Damn, that's a pain. That does get him the 2 dice block he needs on the chainsaw. Bollocks. Doesn't need to do that to get the 2 dice block. In fact, if he screws this up, he's let me hit the white. Oh, he's got him. Crap. Well, that's a stun at least, nothing too terrible. Okay, that's a zombie. I should see what I can hit. Okay, he doesn't need to put that guy in there to get a 2-die block. So I don't quite know why he's done that. Unless he hasn't realised the goblins are strength 2. Clear POWs. Ooh. He's only got 2 rerolls as well. Okay. That's okay, that means I can hopefully keep that Gould kind of tied down. A big thing about how I'm going to go here is going to depend on where the Fanatic goes next. Okay. What do I do the blitz with here? I think I might need to use the troll, so. Decisively a blitz with him. Exciting options here. Oh, he's just not in quite the right place there, is he? Oh, I could alternatively move up here. Take the break. There's nothing really worth fouling at the moment. There's no really vulnerable targets to hit. Less than handy. Okay, let's see how things go from here. Shame about the really stupids, but it happens. Chainsaw will be up and about next turn. At least I didn't end up burning a reroll that turn, so that's a nice change. Okay, got some guys who've been getting up, I think, in all this. Okay, that's actually helpful. I think that actually reinforces my defensive line there. Putting me in a good position. Unfortunately, the only chainsawable thing there is indeed still the mummy. So we'll see how that goes. Is he going to free the ghoul up? It looks like he's trying to free the ghoul up. Can I just hit the mummy? Can I just block them down this turn? Free the chainsaw up to hit something else. That might help. Might be what I need to do. Okay, the ghouls come in, trying to open an access route onto my... Oh, another clean pow. Opening access route onto the ball. And there's my first injury. Come on. Less of that, please. Was that... Oh no, that was my guy with... Ah! That was my good goblins. He's just throwing them in the throne. It's working out for him. If I was playing this undead team, I would have failed just about everything I've tried so far. God, what's he doing? Okay, I've got a new target for the chainsaw at least. If he moves in. But right now this is not looking too pretty. Yeah, okay, I've still got an angle to block the mummy out of there. No! Oh my god. This is absurd. That my team is getting taken to pieces here. Okay, so I'm actually down one of my trolls for my next match. That is awful. Didn't really dent that guy. Chainsaw is still in a bad position. This is atrocious. My opponent hasn't even had to use reroll yet. The blitz and then all this is pretty much ideal. The only good thing at the moment is he's going to have a hard time getting extra dice on the ball carrier at the moment. God damn it, team. Trolls, bloody trolls, I should have known. And that was one of the first things that happened as well. I didn't really get to do anything else that turn because I was trying to free the chainsaw up, which turned out to be a bloody terrible idea apparently. Hey there. Okay, yeah, here comes the blitz. Ooh, does he reroll that? He might just take it. He's taking it. I don't believe it. Another injury. God almighty. I'm just running out of dudes, and they're not even like minor dudes. These are relatively, yeah, sort of, well, the troll is a big issue being out next match. God, maybe I should have APO'd him, but I was hoping for that regen. That regen did not, however, come through for me. Okay. This is absurd. I just can't actually hit anything. Gonna have to get that chainsaw to play. Nope, nothing. Literally nothing. This is getting silly. What am I even going to do here? I don't know. God, I don't know what to do. I'm just running out of dudes. And that chainsaw's going to get smacked down in a moment. That's going to be a problem. Okay, right. That's a small plus. Okay, that's less than useful. And there's the failed dodge roll. Wow. Sometimes this team gets the other guy. Sometimes the other guy gets this team. Maybe he was just handicapping himself by not spending all those inducements, because God knows it looks like I need it. Okay, my opponent starts to pause for a couple of seconds, so we'll see what goes. Hopefully, we will get to continue this game in a moment. Although, God knows it's not looking like a good one for me. At least we've got a couple of KOs, so the numbers aren't fantastic for him either, and that is one ghoul out. If the chainsaw, well, we'll see what survives the end of this match for what is needed with the bribe. Fouling hasn't really been valid. The only things I've been able to knock down, really, have been the non-important, the skeletons and zombies. There's no point fouling one of them. Well, not at the moment, anyway. Yeah, so I guess at this point we just wait for my opponent to hopefully come back. Sorry about this, folks. We'll see how this goes down. Yeah, so one troll NMG'd. That's pretty awful for my next match. You can accept a fair amount of inducements for a troll on the pitch. Well, then again, maybe I shouldn't, given how they're usually performing. Can't believe that. 4 dice, 3 both downs, 1 skull. And then he managed to knock the other guy down and actually injure himself. Ugh. Bloody typical for the trolls, unfortunately. So what am I going to look to do to get out this massive hole I'm in? Brawl enough around here to hopefully free the ball up and run away with it. It's pretty much my plan, in as much as I even have one. He's completely free to move a whole pile of guys around in here. Oh, he's back. He's completely free to move people around here. He's completely free to set up some favourable blocks. And I'm just running out of things to hit back with. I'm expecting the poor Looney to get hit pretty hard in a moment. Oh, my opponent's saying he's on an old rig as a new one died today, so there's a few issues. Ugh. Okay. Now, the only thing that I can hope for is that he fluffs it and double skulls here or something. No, another clean power. It doesn't matter because it's a loony, but the clean powers are just coming. That's another injury. What kind of injury is it? I'm going to APO that. I want him back for future chainsawing. Even if he gets killed a bit later. I need the chainsaw. He's just removing guys left, right and centre. 4 people off pitch. I'm down to 7 players playing 9. And I'm just out of my key pieces here. One of my blitzers is out. One of my trolls is out. My chainsaw is out. He's now going to build in to hit the fanatic. I'm guessing. Or maybe he's just trying to get the... Yeah. Now there's one benefit here. Is that he can't 2 dice him without blitzing this guy out the way first. But he could just blitz this guy out the way first. And if he fluffs this, the fanatic will be in a good position. He might be just trying to 1-die him. He does have block. I don't think he can get the 1-die he needs. If he tries to blitz this guy, he will be facing bad ones in both directions. Okay, he's going to mark this random. Fine. Works for me. Not too fast. Picking him up and dodging him away will be down the priority list. Boom. Oh, that's not good. He might take it. Anyway. Might save his rerolls. He's taken it. That's pretty good for me. And that might be the first foul I end up putting in. Right. Let's set to bloody work down here then. Have to go straight into a reroll there. And that's the fanatic taking himself off the pitch. I am just running out of people on the pitch already. These dice. He is rolling clean pals, and I'm getting skulls and double skulls. Whoa. Oh, well, that's this half. The only thing that is going to save me is going to be potentially the bombardier and the chainsaw as and when we get back on. And the problem is I'm so few people that, well, the issue is I'm going to be if he takes ages to score, I'm going to be forced to put them on. Oh no, it's not good. I'm going to be forced to put them on for like a turn or two. Awful. Absolutely awful. Okay. Okay, that's all right. I have nothing free to do anything much, really, do I? Oh, this is getting turned to mincemeat. Okay. Potentially helpful, depending on where that goes. Where's that ball go? Not in a great place for me. But we have a possibility. It's going to take a lot of dodging. It's going to take a lot of dodging, but we might have an angle here. He hasn't even had to use his wizard. It's an interesting choice. And no, he fails. Is he going to reroll it? Oh, I wouldn't, but then I wouldn't be trying to pick it up there in the first place. He's given me a hit on him, which is valuable. Wow. Just wow. I need that ball. I need that ball here, or I've just lost, basically. So Okay, I've broken free just about. But my god, I'm just going to have to leave the troll there and hope he manages to break out really stupid by himself. Holy crap! I haven't had this bad a beating from experienced teams, and this is a basically completely new Undead team that doesn't even have both mummies, and I've just been minced. Again, I sort of was talking to my wife before, and I was saying, you know, much about this game I think is going to depend on my dice. If my dice defeat me, and I don't feel like I'm being too salty by saying my dice have defeated me here with the chains of both downs and skulls I've had. Now, one of the only things... Okay, that's interesting. He's gone for the back of the cage. Here's a clear POW again. One of the few things that will work against some of my guys, and he's rolling it perfectly. I mean, I'm not going to score from here. I don't think... well, I can actually. I can score. If anything, I've just now got to try and keep this going to 8 turns so I can get both of my so I can get my special secret weapons back on for the second half, because right now that is really my only hope. He does still have 2 turns to do stuff with, which makes it tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. Dodge. Dodge. This guy's going to be important. I mean, he could just drop a lightning bolt on him now and completely fuck me. Okay, I can score from here, it's just not very likely. 1, 2. Okay. So. Do that. Shit. He's free. Here we go. If I can get this guy down. There. Okay, he's free through there. It's another failed dodge. Well, I've been making a lot of them. It's bound to happen, and he is now wide open again. But once more, it makes it just that bit trickier for my opponent to actually get a score out of this. Which again, we just don't want to be. No, he'd have to score on turn 8 though now. Can't really score this turn unless he's something completely bananas. So it doesn't matter too much if he touches down in turn 8. I'll still get my secret weapons. I'll still get the bombardier and the chainsaw, hopefully, if the bribe works for the thing. Again, he's hitting me with these random things. Clear power, here we go. No, for once. No, he's rerolling it. And now he gets the clean power. Oh, for pity's sake. That just helps block the area in a bit. Wow. He's not even using his blitzers for this. And he's just laying my guys out like nothing. That at least is most of the hits he's hitting with. Again, I don't know why he's putting the ghoul in on him there. I mean, that's going to stop the ghoul from being able to score here. So at this point, I mean, I should just try and do something damage-wise, I he could choose to take both down here if he wanted, but it looks like he's not going to. He didn't push him next to the skeleton either. He could have set up a chain block there. Maybe he's trying to push him towards the side. Doesn't really matter very much. but by not moving this guy forwards, he's basically given up on getting a touchdown himself. Okay, I start thinking about actually damage limitation at this point. So what I've got to do is I've got to pull some of these guys away. I don't want him next to them. He's relatively likely to get smacked down if that happens. In theory, I could still do a throw something. I don't think I'd score from here anyway. Right, this has been a total clusterfuck, but let's get him away from the guys who block. Another non-armor break. Nothing I can do much more than that. I mean, I've just got virtually no one standing on the pitch. Down to 6 players. And I've got the KOs, but that's it, really. He's got 2 Bloodvisor Babes, so those KOs are basically useless. One of them is only a skeleton, but the ghoul would have been nice to see off the pitch. My God. Now, I hope he gets punished for all the zombie and skeleton blocks with a bad roll that puts his guy down for once. That'd be nice. Now yeah, okay. No, he's doing a sensible thing. Now he's using a white. Okay, is he going to re-roll it? No. I am going to go over. Not going to let myself get shunted into that death zone. And that's it for the hits, really. You could try and foul if he wants. And to be honest, he probably should. He's got such a numbers advantage now, probably, that there's no real reason not to. There's no point re-rolling that unless you want the SPP, the Vanity Pass, because this is the last turn of the half. So that's it. You could try a Vanity Pass. But I don't think this guy... Oh, he can! I wasn't paying enough attention. He can potentially get it in with the ghoul. Well, that's actually worth my while him trying. Just if only because the ghoul might fall over and die. Oh, well, that's... Yeah, that was... Oh, well. That's the end of the first half. Absolutely savage. I don't have an awful lot of a team left. Okay, who is this? This should be sodium chloride. He's accepted the bribe. I do have the chainsaw for the second half. But I only have 1 troll on the front line. That's really not good. So... Okay, let's do this. God almighty. I have 10 people on the pitch. Okay, I desperately need his luck to swing. I mean, I just chewed through those rerolls so fast, and it didn't actually matter very much in the end. My opponent sort of sauntered through his fairly casually. I remember playing against goblins and just flailing wildly angry. I couldn't hit anything. They're sliding and dodging around everywhere. That appears to be the opposite this time, however, with the goblins just getting constantly put down onto the ground. That's why we keep everyone well back. No biggie there. Not a major effect. He didn't put the mummy on the front line, which is odd. It doesn't. Well, it happens, I guess. No way. Oh, he's going to put him next to it. No, of course, yes. You can't move him any closer. But for a moment, I thought he somehow would be able to move under it and try and catch it with the mummy, which would be an interesting idea. Probably to my advantage. Right, okay. Where does he go from here? Frustrated the chainsaw's not done anything so far in terms of armour breaking, really. Maybe I should try and target some of the things like the skeletons, just on the basis they are more likely to get put on the ground. Okay, that's reasonable. Is he going to blitz? He's going to. He's going for it. I've got to hope for the one here. Come on, won it. Come on. No, he's in. Much the same, though. He doesn't really have a lot of choice where to go. I guess the question is, does he follow up? He's not following up. Okay. That's interesting. Good bomb target there now, then. Okay, well, that'll be my chainsaw target then, I guess. Mr. Rickety Bob. Maybe a bomb target there. Okay, let's have a fail on the pickup. Nope. Where's he going to go? That's an interesting question. He's going to back up. That's not unreasonable, although he's not in a massive amount of danger from the bombs and things, so that means he can go where he wants to go. Okay. Right. So. Just to avoid clustering too much due to fireballings. There we go. Did something. Okay, chainsaw's safe for now. Please no interceptions this time. Please be an accurate pass that does a lot of damage. Yes! There's a first? Huh, okay. Fowler to hand, but let's have a look then. Do I want to move up and hit one of these guys with the blocker? Can I? Can I actually get in a way I want here, though? Where's my nearest blitzer? No, not really. Where's that? Move these guys across slightly. Put a blitz hole in there. Or do I go for this guy? I don't think it's likely to work. Skeleton gives me a moderately realistic chance of success. Wait, I've already blitzed with the freaking chainsaw because I'm an idiot. Wow. That is another example of me not really paying enough attention. Maybe move up a bit more aggressively. Nah, I think I just want to be kind of cautious like this for now. Okay, no, we're okay. We're okay. I fucked up moving these guys up there, but it looks like a very aggressive push. It looks like it might be something I intended to do, and not a wild mistake due to not paying attention to the fact I had already blitzed. As I slapped myself, remember to check that in future turns. Have I already blitzed? Rather than just assuming I hadn't for some reason. I don't even know why I thought that given the chainsaw. Maybe just because it took a little while to get the turn going. He didn't even need to... Oh no, he does. He needs to do that to get the 2 dice he wants. Okay, I'll take that though. He's not following up. That's good. That partly undoes my mistake. Buggery for that. Okay, so he's going to push in. If he comes in with the... If he leaves a ghoul vulnerable, it's a clear POW, unfortunately. If he leaves a ghoul vulnerable, that's a hit I'll happily take. With the chainsaw, if he leaves him there. Expecting he'll try and run away and keep feeding the cannon fodder in. But, right, let's see what he does. So, he's moving up. He can't blitz with the mummy, so that's something. He's left that ghoul there. Well, right now that guy's a priority to hit then with the chainsaw. Where's the ghoul going? He's staying back. He's staying back. That's interesting. Letting the other guys get in and sort of take the heat. He hasn't moved the mummy. Interesting. Okay. So, first step. Chainsaw the ghoul. Got him. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, so at this point I think I want to try and hit... No, he's stupid. Now that's a problem. That is a big issue. Okay. So a lot of risk here now. Okay, I need to do some dodging away, but before I try any of that, let's do this. Got one. Still not worth it, but that boot is probably worth putting in, so let's get in there and put the boot in. Nothing. Okay. Shame about, I don't know, shame about not really doing much. 2 hits to that that guy. Just nothing special, nothing more than a stun. Bomb's helping. It's making things a little bit easier for me moving around. Nothing special though, sadly. He's going to try and push through here, is he? Alright, well. We potentially have a chainsaw target. Now that's takes down. He might be going for the bomber, but that's not a problem for me because I'm willing to throw the bombs from point blank. No biggie. But that is what he's looking to do, though. I think he's looking to seal down the bomber. Is he bombardier? 1, 2. Okay. Potential chainsawage, but it's a bit risky. I'm going to start to move through this area and hack it apart. Okay, that's not a huge concern. But where's he going to go with the ball? Is he going to come down the right side? He probably is going to come down the right side, I think. I'm going to go pursuing with the goblin. Interesting. I could just mob this guy. Block him away, but I'm just concerned that I'll end up blowing myself up then with the bombardier. I'd rather be chucking bombs with the bombardier, you know? So. Okay, removal, that's what we need. Shame he can't break armor ever. See if we can't pop a grenade in there to free him up. Did nothing. The 4. Oh! How many 4+s have just not worked here? It's atrocious. Another armor failure. My god, will nothing work here? Okay, let's just make this a little bit tougher for my opponent to get the block in there. Oh. Considerably less than 50% bomb hits with the bombs. although I did inflict an injury, so I'm not complaining too much. The chainsaw has finally managed to KO somebody, although, you know, it's not like I haven't been taking hits in the meantime. I have got some parity with numbers here, but that ghoul is apparently immortal. What the hell? Okay, that's an ideal bomb drop anyway. You need to whack this guy away if you want to one-die me, sorry. We do have sidestep. Oh, that's got to be a reroll. You do not want to... Yeah, there we go. But sidestep means that's not going to help you as much as you might think. Okay. Now he's going to block him. And then he's going to end up next to the bloody mummy. But that means the mummy has to hit the goblin rather than the troll, so that is something at least. Something. Well, I know where the chainsaw's going anyway. Wow. Finally, some actual goblin defences happening. Just swing around there fairly effectively. He can set himself up fairly clearly for a run now into the end zone, of course. I might need to reconsider where my chainsaw is going. Okay, that's exciting. And a bit annoying, because he's now got a fairly good run to get rid of my secret weapons. And then this game is... might as well be over. Unless this frees me up. If he doesn't follow up here. Is he going to follow up? He is, so that's the chain. That's a clear chainsaw here at least. And a bomb. Okay. Not the end of the world yet then. I can just run and tag him, can't I? Well, let's wait and see. So. Please get him. God knows I need this. It did nothing. Seriously? Okay, how about this? That's something. I don't believe this. Okay, hit the ghoul! Oh, okay, fine, that wasn't the ghoul. But that was a guy out the way, okay. I'll leave the troll there, to be honest, at this point. Okay. Get that ghoul. That ghoul. Get him. Make him got. God damn it. He's got a fairly clear run to break his way through this, but I've got enough secret weapons in the area that I might still be able to get him. Oh, Jesus. Chainsaw's ready to get in there at least. Bloody hell. At least he needs to commit a bit to the troll there, which is fine. Still got a wizard. That's the get up and go of it. Oh, fantastic. Now he's only got one reroll left. So that's still a gobbo in there, ready to cause some havoc. I think that gives me some time to get in and chainsaw and build a defence. Put a bomb in there, ideally. Okay. Yeah, you can two dice, but you can't go anywhere with him. Which is kind of exciting. Or I chainsaw someone else who makes itself vulnerable. Like potentially I chainsaw this ghoul. Build a strong defense and hit the ghoul over here. Go over here to stop him basically being a breakout opportunity. He's going deep, he's going to go defensive, which is not unreasonable, since this could all go sideways fairly quickly for him. And he's going to take the hit with the this guy. Oh, that's reasonable. Lands the hit, of course. Okay, getting that guy back up in the way, though, is going to be relatively important to me. I don't really want to let that mummy just run around at will. Okay, exciting stuff. Potentially we have some crowd surfing going on here. If he moves up, though, he makes himself vulnerable to a chainsaw. Bang, I can get in there. I can get the chainsaw on him. Oh, that's exciting. But it is risky. 6 chainsaw, yeah, that's risky. He's lightning bolting. He's lightning bolting that guy. That's exciting and slightly pointless. Right, so I want this troll back up. Good. Then I actually want to chainsaw this guy. Get that ghoul, put him down as an alternate score. I don't want that scoring threat in there. Hit him. It's just a stun. Again, it's always just a stun, apparently. Right. Okay. See if we can get a hit in here. That's good. Anyone else got hit? Yes! And that is precisely what we needed here. Okay. Whew. Jesus Christ. The bomb attrition is growing. The bombardier is definitely working out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, get in there and maybe chainsaw a zombie next time. He's getting up. He's going for the hit with the blitz. That is a clean fecking pow, of course. Ah! And the plus side, we're not getting anyone surfed at the moment, but we're still slowing them down with a relatively good web. And that he's not going to make any progress this turn because that was the blitz, even if I'm still running out of dudes. Okay, he's going to move in again up here. Doesn't really need to. Not something I'm hugely concerned about. But the difficulty for him is, does he just stay in that brawl throwing punches with the ghoul? If he does, I think he's making a mistake. Oh, there we go, at last. His mummy's low skill finally came back to bite him. I think you've got to take the reroll there. That's not what he's going to want. Excellent. Not following up. Yeah, he's finally figured out he should probably be freeing the mummy up. He's out of rerolls now. Finally. Okay, yeah, that'll be... Maybe not. Maybe the chainsaw's just going to move... No, I need the chainsaw to get in there. Okay. No, okay, but the priority here is going to have to be the bomb. Because the bomb could do an awful lot of damage if it works. Chainsaw is gonna chainsaw things, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 could chainsaw that skeleton. That would also help. Okay, maybe this chainsaw first then. Try and put another player out of the game, as it were. Okay, so we've got some options here. I don't really want to stand that guy up. Tempted to move up here and chainsaw him. Seems a relatively strong option. Clear another bit of dude out of the area, basically. Free the troll up. Unfortunately, there's the reroll. But that's another removal. Okay, I think I've got to keep the troll there, to be honest. Rather than just sink him in. I'm going to give him the option. I'm just going to stand that guy up because it makes things a bit trickier for him. Come on. Don't blow yourself up now. He blew himself up! Oh no! And he KO'd himself. Had to happen. Ah, shitballs. Now he's got a wide open run through. Well, I may have just shafted myself. With that, he took himself out of commission, and that's probably given him everything he needs. The clean pals keep on coming. My only hope now is that he doesn't do the breakout in this direction. Or that he doesn't get far enough out of chainsaw range. That's really my only hope. Well, you know what? Silver Fulminant, you did a damn good job. Silver Fulminant did a really good job this match. He injured, he did lots of knockouts, even though the dice rolls were bad for his rate of getting knockovers as well. So even facing bad odds, he did a lot until he finally blew himself up and left a massive hole in my hands. But you know what? That happens. Oh, risky. Risky with no rerolls. If he does that, he could be in serious trouble. He's marked the chainsaw, unfortunately, so that's not going to happen. Just going to hit that guy. Yeah, I thought as much. But then threw himself up to move. Clean power again because he doesn't roll anything but. Jesus Christ. Well, again, that's a bit salty of me. He has rolled other things, but oh, there's an injury. Bye-bye, correct. I have again been an SPP pinata. Even my troll has been an SPP pinata. That's ridiculous. It's just hitting me repeatedly, and there's not a lot I can do with it because the guys who can do something about it sort of haven't. Double clean power. What? Let's make things a bit tougher for you. Yeah, he's going to do the runner. Now, a lot of the things here will depend on whether I can dodge away with the loony. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. If I can get... this guy isn't particularly special, but... bit too risky. Down he goes. I've got to take the reroll here. This is the only thing that's going to save me from an ignominious failure. He's away. Oh, come on. Please don't screw stuff up. There's so many 2+s. It'd be real nice for it to work for once. It works! Oh my word. Salvation in the form of a chainsaw. Now my opponent can still score from here. We're not out of the woods yet. Let's pull free. He's going to stay there. Okay, that I think will hopefully be enough to drag out the draw here. So many KOs. Compared to so many injuries. Shame about the dudes in the way. It's a clean POW! Again, does he roll anything but? It's an injury on my other blocker, of course. Just badly hurt at least. There's an open blitz on the chainsaw if he wants to take it. Of course, if he screws up, he'll be in a bit of trouble. And if he does that, he's not got good odds at getting the ball with the ghoul, which he can still do from here. Got double skulls! No. At least the poor bloody troll wasn't... The troll's done reasonably well for me now in this latter half, you know. He's not done too badly. By himself after his mate took himself out. Okay, is he gonna... Doesn't matter. If you 1, blitz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can score from here. It's hard. With no rerolls, but his dice rolls, the clean POWs have been flowing thick and fast, and I am salty about that. I'm salty about my bloody... Oh, those dice. It was very much my game to lose. He's going for a foul on turn 16 against a rando goblin. Really? Really? I mean, I guess it's amusing, and turn 16 fouls are not, you know, it's just a rando goblin. I would have not been massively amused if I'd lost that goblin to like a crippling result when my numbers are always such a problem for me. It's a clean POW, because of course it is. Oh! Oh wait, he's pushed him to precisely the wrong place. He can still dodge through, but that just made this unnecessarily difficult. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I hope he doesn't manage it. Fail! No, he's got it. It's the go for it now. He's got to go for it. Does he dare go for it? Okay, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a 1-0 to him. I won't even get the chainsaw. Oh no, he goes down. He goes. We can go for it. And indeed, it actually happens. I didn't really think it would, but it does actually happen. The inevitable fail, go for it. I'm down to 4 people on the pitch. He's running low on people on the pitch as well at this point. I have done quite a lot of attrition. Right, let's hit this guy. This is my last turn. Let's just take this little sod off the field if I can. Chainsaw, please. Chainsaw himself, okay. Unchainsaw. Worth it. Okay, let's go and stand you over here. Now it's basically, yeah, it's just the chance to get a vanity pass for an SPP, which he's failed. That is the end of the match. My God, that match. It came to a hard 0-0 draw after all that. I got a tiny bit of cash, so I can at least buy a new... looks like I can buy a new dude. Troll got the MVP. The guy who's an MG'd got the MVP for reasons that aren't entirely clear to me. Okay, well, my TV is going to drop anyway. Because I'm going to be losing 150k off of that. Okay, so while we wait for the validation, who am I facing next? Down or Troll? Okay, I'm playing the Pirates of the World Edge next. Who are they? They are underworld denizens. Oh my God. Okay, so pair of blitzers, a strengthed up lineman, and at least there's some goblins, so that's not too bad. But has he had his match this thing yet? He has not had his match. He's up against the Nordic Narcos, who are Norse. So actually, they've got a fairly good chance of taking a chunk out of his team, to be honest. They are, oh my God, they've got 2 strength ups. They're a returning team, so they're pretty hard. So Pirates of the World's Edge I'm going to be kind of stuffed against, but then they might also be a bit stuffed. Then I'll hopefully have all my guys back to face down with the Badland Bullies the time after that, and they are an Orc team. So that was not a good match for me. My TV has been trimmed for now by losing a troll for a match, but at least it's only an NMG. And I had no deaths, which means at least I will be able to buy a new Goblin to add to the roster. To bulk out the numbers again. What went wrong there? Lots of things went wrong there. I stuffed up some things. I had some bad rolls as well plaguing me. My opponent had lots and lots of clear powers. Did pretty well for himself there. Yeah. So I'm mildly salty, but not colossally so. I had quite a lot of fives. I don't, the dice rolls weren't too horrific, but the block dice were not great. And the problem was my block dice, I barely rolled any, but my block dice all concentrated around certain rolls. Whereas my opponent, as you can see, massive number of clean pals through all that. About average compared to the pushes. He had a chain of pushes, but much better than the bad rolls. Apart from that, relatively back and forth rolls. The Bombardier really was the MVP there. Again, consistently knocking people down, even with below average luck on the knockdown rolls, getting the clearance, knocking people around, getting a little bit of removal. And the chainsaw finally came into its end at the end and managed to stop that touchdown as well. So in the end, against a new player who didn't even spend all his inducements, I just about clawed out a draw. Not my finest hour, but not the worst match either ever. Salt level out of... Should I start rating my matches out of 10 in salt level? Out of 5. Salt level 3 out of 5. I am moderately salty, but not spitting with rage. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'll see you again next time. It's going to be probably the Factors Manifesto match next. We'll see how that goes. And hopefully it'll go a little bit better than the last two with the team. Bye-bye.